Where's this ticket? I need to find this ticket. It's here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so today we have a 820000165 that does not charge the battery. We're going to figure out why this doesn't charge a battery. So before I start, let's cover some charging issues. So, most commonly on a MacBook Air with no liquid damage, you're going to have an issue with, it depends if it says plugged in not charging, you're usually going to have an issue with either the battery or the ISL. Now the ISL isn't really something that just dies out of nowhere. It's kind of rare for it just to die out of nowhere, but it does still die out of nowhere. Most of the time, if the ISL dies, you're using an aftermarket charger. Do not use an aftermarket charger with these boards. Use a genuine charger and you won't usually have these issues. However, sometimes other stuff happens. Like, we're going to go over right now. And, certain things, the battery cannot charge without. If like if there's no connection between the ISL and the battery, how's it going to charge a battery? So, let's go over to microscope view and let's have a look at this board. And you guys tell me when you see the fault on this board. So let's go to microscope camera. I think my audio is good. Looks good from here. So let's try and find what's wrong with this board. Is that focused? Yep, looks good. So here's our SMC area. The SMC does a whole bunch of stuff. Here's our backlight area. A little bit of junk by there, but nothing too bad. That shield is missing, indicating someone was probably here before. There is a little bit of something right here, but this is not going to cause anything. A little bit of liquid or flux on the top of the clock chip. That's nothing. Wonder what we'll find with this board. Wonder what will be wrong with this board. Wonder what will be wrong with this board. Someone was here before. Someone replaced the ISL. Our ISL has been replaced. And our ISL is not even properly aligned. Alan is here. Our ISL is not even properly aligned, but let's keep going. We have something here. There's some junk right here. Who knows what? Interesting. That cap has been moved. There might have been a diode there that's not here anymore. If we flip over the board, see there's been liquid here. These pads are all oxidized. That capacitor's been corroded. I think there was something here before. I don't know. Was there? No. But there's corrosion there. There's corrosion in our 3v42 circuit. That has to go. That's all liquid damaged. There's corrosion on our JTAG connector. I wonder how Q7055 looks. That fuse does not look too good. But a fuse never blows. So Q7055 looks fine, but there's flux by it. Interesting. Flux by Q7055. I wonder if this thing has anything to do with why our battery's not charging. Interesting. So there's a connector connector missing for this, with who knows what this is. This connector is melted, but I wonder what this connector does. Could that connector, is that connector important? Does this connector need to be on the board for the MacBook to charge? I don't know. Interesting. Interesting. Let's look at what this connector does. Let's go on the board view. Let's look at the board view here. Let's open the board view. And it just closed. Paul, why is your board view software closing by itself? Okay, I think display capture is going to come up on this screen. Yep, okay. So, it looks like this connector is going to be J9550 PPVBAT G3 hot connector. PPVBAT G3 hot connector. SMC, SMBus SMC 5G3 SCL. SMBus SMC 5G3 SDA. Sysdetect L and ground. And if we notice, this goes to this MOSFET right here, Q7155. And yeah, let's look at where this goes. So this, we could see, goes over here to U7000, which has also been messed with. And we know U7000 or U7100 is our battery charge controller. So it's safe to assume that this right here is our battery connector. Now, if the battery connector is not on the motherboard, how can poor MacBook charge? It can't. It needs to have the battery connector there in order to charge. So we have to fix that now, which is sad, because there's no connector on the board. That's sad. Much sad. First, let's take care of the ISL. So the ISL is the first thing we need to replace because I don't trust that ISL. And I'm also going to check my current sensing circuit right here. So I'm going to set my meter to ohms mode. So let's set our meter to ohms mode. Let's check our current sensing circuit. So, right here, we get 3.4 ohms, which isn't in range. Right here, we get 20 ohms, it looks like. There's junk on this cap that's preventing me from measuring. Yep, 20.6 ohms, which is perfect in range. So my guess is we have a combination issue between this ISL missing and the no battery connector on the board. Look at this. This is, I don't know what flux this is, but it's probably no good. And today we have a new flux. We have the brand new Amtech NC560 LFTF. So one thing we notice about this flux is it is much higher in viscosity compared to 559. It's nice and thick. Has a lot of rosin in it, as you can see from the color. So this is the new flux that we're going to be testing in a later video, later stream today. And we're going to see how it stacks up against Amtech NC559 and Amtech VS213-A. And if it's any good, I'm going to start stocking this flux. Come on, fume extractor, turn on. I'm hitting the switch with my keyboard because I don't want to reach down there and turn it on. So let's repeal and replace this ISL. Yeah, this flux is nice and rich in rosin. You can tell. It smells like rosin too. Now the real test is how does it perform in this scenario with the iron. So what I'm going to do is put some lead-free solder there. I put some flux down there. Hi Sonia, how are you? Our iron is at 740 degrees. I want to wick all this old solder away, so I'm just going to put a bunch down. And look at how nice that performs. Look at how it's staying when I'm moving around here. That flux is not burning away. Check that out. See how it's staying active even when putting heat on it for this long? It's staying active. Amazing. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. Now let's see how well this flux cleans up. So, if you remember how Amtech was turning before, it was turning into this solid mass of just junk. And let's check this out. So if we get a Q-tip with alcohol on it, amazing. It cleans up very, very well. Sound is failing. I don't know if I believe you. Is sound failing? Is sound failing in chat? Because I don't see it, but I could be wrong. Is sound failing in chat? Yeah, it's interference. Okay. Yeah, ignore it for now. Ignore it for now. It's fine. As long as you could hear what I'm saying, ignore it. It's probably interference in the cords. I'm so sick of the sound issues. Alright, let me move the receiver real quick. Trader Jabari is here. 1 second, guys. I'm moving it right now. Just chill for a second. No, noise canceling is fine. Okay, I moved the receiver, and if that doesn't solve it, then right now it's gonna have to wait. 'Cause I don't have time to troubleshoot this right now. And if it's unbearable, then yeah, just close it for now. Guess what died today? And if it's unbearable, then I have no idea. If you guessed my 2014 Razer Blade battery, you'd be right. Yeah, that's no surprise. Oh, I see. Maybe this is why. Hang on. Yeah, Razer Blade. Good luck finding a replacement for that. Good luck finding a replacement for a Razer Blade battery that doesn't die randomly. I've been through that. Yeah, you're not gonna find a battery that. Oh, I wonder if my volume is too high. Alright, I'm gonna turn down the output level a little bit, just a hair. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit quieter, but I think that may be better, because I think what's going on is the volume's going a little bit too high. Okay, sorry. Yeah, what's weird is it does that clipping thing. It did that with my old mic too. Chuck is here. Okay, so no interference. Okay, so no, it was going too high. I turned that up because people were complaining it was too quiet. But now you're gonna have to turn your speakers up if it's too quiet. Yeah, this is pretty awesome stuff. Nice thick viscosity. I'm gonna order some of this stuff. I'm gonna place a big order of this stuff. Want a little bit more though. We'll get that bridge in a minute. This isn't effing clean. I don't know what you mean by that. What isn't clean? The flux isn't clean? This flux has a much higher rosin content than NC559. That's why it looks so dark like that. This is probably almost pure rosin. When NC559 used to have a good amount of rosin in it, now it's more wax based, I think, or petroleum based. So in the video I'm going to do in a little bit after I fix this board, I want to do a comparison between NC559, NC559, VS213A. No, this isn't clean. Well, I don't know what you mean this isn't clean. This probe point, this is Amtech VS. This is Amtech NC560 LFTF. I'm not sure what you mean this isn't clean. You can clean it very easy, it seems like. Yeah, it cleans really, 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 really well. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try 559. I'm gonna try 213. I'm gonna try 560, and I am going to try Vaseline. So we're gonna compare Vaseline to the fluxes, and we're gonna see what does a better job. Okay, the sound is failing because the hot air station is on and it screws with the electrical. Sonia, why would you say no to trying Vaseline? Just as a test. Older MacBook Pro 2012 CPU AXG resistance lower than 2 ohms considered shorted. Um, no, that should be fine. If it works, don't worry about it. Yeah, 2 ohm, those are gonna have low resistance. The reason why I want to try Vaseline is because what I think Amtech is doing is just pumping a lot of petroleum into it, and that should be fine, Justin. As long as it's not dead to ground, you should be fine. What I think Amtech is doing is pumping a lot of petroleum into it and taking the rosin out. So I want to see if it's going to give a similar result. I'm not saying um, um, under 1 ohms is not necessarily shorted. It's actually not. I want to see, just for the heck of it, if Vaseline will give a similar result. I bet it won't, but I just want to try and see. This tip does not really reach. Sonia, I'm going to be trying this on a donor board, not on an actual, customer's board. It's just going to be a test to see, just to test some stuff. It's not on actual stuff. I would never do that on a customer's board. Come on, little bridge. Get out of here. Get out of here, little bridge. There we go. ISL is nice and soldered. You and Lewis have so much luck, all I get is dead CPU. I wouldn't, yeah, luck isn't real. Luck is not real. What did you use? Like jelly for flux? The heck is this stuff? This ain't flux. What is this? I like NC55. I like Amtech stuff. So I would want to still support them. But I'm also not going to be a fan and not point out when something's screwed up, you know. Anthony, this is brand new flux, not expired. Yeah, this is brand new Amtech NC560. And my luck is I'm going to go to order it and they're going to either tell me no, you can't order it, or that Can a board with that amount of work be profitable? This isn't a lot of work. This is just a connector and the ISO. I could do this in 3 minutes if I were, well, 5 minutes if I wanted to. I'm just going slow. Of course this board is profitable. Why wouldn't this board be profitable? HP ProBooks, yeah, I wouldn't work on that. He said the junk on the board is expired flux you should read. I should mess with Anthony all I want, is what I should do. And I don't see anywhere that it says that. I will mess with Anthony all I want. After we do the next stream of the comparison, if I like how it cleans in the ultrasonic cleaner, I will be placing an order of this. Depending on how much the minimum purchase order is, because I know if I buy $300 worth, I'm not going to sell that all. So I'm going to go for around $150 worth, if they will let me. If not, then I might try and bug Lewis or Jason or Amtech Direct into stocking 30cc tubes of this stuff. Where to buy that flux to try it? Well, that's the issue right now, so I'm working on it. Whoa, that connector just flew off and almost hit me in the face. That would have been bad. Solder in the eye never feels good. It flung off and almost hit me in the eye. But that happens. That's part of board repair. Sometimes you get burned in the eye with solder. Lewis driving recklessly on his bike again. Let me look. I'm not driving that recklessly. He's going quick, but I don't care about those being pretty yet. I'll make it pretty in a minute. I want a 30cc tube so I could just pour this all on there. I like using a lot of flux. Using a lot of flux makes everything in life better. Anything that ails you in life can be cured by flux. Okay, now the real test here. That flux is trolling you. No, Arnold, this flux is excellent. Let's see, is this... See this? It's not all gummy. See how it's still liquid after that? Remember how 559 was turning into, like, toffee? Look at this. This is still liquid. It's a little bit burnt, but that is pretty darn good. Now let's see if I can clean up the burnt flux with a Q-tip and alcohol. Look at that. See how nice that is? That flux is not troll flux. See? Whatever this mess is, we gotta get rid of. This is Amtech NC560, Justin. I'm gonna test that, Joshua. There's gonna be an upcoming stream. Alright, let me grab a connector off of a donor board for keyboard backlight. Get that right here. Actually, let's clean this up first. Is 560 more expensive than 559? I don't know yet. I have to see. I have to see what what price I'll get from Amtech and what price I'll be selling it for. So, I will have a better answer for you probably next week, by Monday or Tuesday, or however long it takes for them to get back to me on what their minimum order is, so I could decide if I am going to decide to sell it, because I'm probably not going to get many sales from it. Lewis is crazy. He's now yelling, bike lane, bike lane. No, he's not. Maybe earlier. I love your Lewisisms. I have no idea what that means. Fixing a backlight connector. No, I am putting a connector back on that somebody melted trying to replace the battery connector for no obvious reason. I don't get the logic of replacing connectors and stuff for, you know, charging issues, or it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why does your mind jump to connector when battery doesn't charge? I will never understand that logic. And I screwed up. I bridged it all. This is what my attempt of soldering looks like. It's a rather sad attempt. I believe these are the same pins too. Thank you for the 99 cents, Brian. So, Tim, with Lewis on vacation, you're going to have to take his place. No, Paul, Camille, Anel, Mikey, Kevin, they all have the place. They're good. We'll have to wick. Hi, Nasara. How's it going? I hate connector soldering. I hate when bridges form. A bridge is kind of a thing where you're always going to get a bridge when you don't want one, but then when you need a bridge somewhere, you'll never get a bridge. Is that a connector you're soldering? Yes, it is. Well, it's a connector that I screwed up soldering. Thank you for another 99 cents, Brian. That's too much work, Arnold. I don't want to change my tip. These two pins are supposed to be bridged, so screw it. He said 5,000 miles, I think. I think I know from Discord, I just don't want to say it in private live chat, in public live chat. Yeah, those two pins can stay bridged because those are the same signal. Anything else on this board? Now let's plug this in the enclosure and let's see if it charges. I have to take the other board out of the enclosure because it's still in the enclosure. I was testing another board in it, sent from the same customer. Brian, I don't know. I found corrosion near a CPU MOSFET, and at that point I ultrasonicked it and then gave up, and I haven't had a chance to check it out further. It's sitting on the bench with the ultrasonic. I need my keys. Where is my keys? Here's my keys. It's either my keys or my T5 screwdriver that's constantly hiding from me. Means I'll have to take all the screws out of the enclosure. That is no fun. I don't want to take the screws out of the enclosure. Disassembling a device is no fun. I don't want to do that, but I have to. Until I find somebody to replace me at doing that. As soon as I find somebody to replace me, I won't be putting this stuff back together anymore. I need a replacement soon. How many people are technicians here? Probably everybody. It's raining outside. Usually it's 90 degrees in May, and it's like 50 now outside. Before getting to 112 in the summer, which is no fun. I will fill your job posting for free. I like working for free. Why do you want to work for free? And where are you located? So yeah, answer those two questions. Why do you want to work for free, and why are you located? Where are you located? Generally, if you want to work for free, that's questionable. I don't get why someone would want to work for me for free. I mean, I'm not. This isn't anything special here. I'm doing electrical, mechanical at bus station. Sounds interesting. I've never done anything really before this, technically wise. I want to do a dedicated video on why the Please Bros get me so irritated. Because here's the thing I see with Please Bros. It's not a thing that they can't learn, it's that they don't want to put the effort into learning. You know, like when it's more of a laziness thing than anything, because the way a lot of those Please Bros they want every piece of information handed to them. They don't want to put the effort in to learn. They don't want to learn. They just want to get their next one, then post on Facebook, you know, please help, give solution, and they don't have any desire to actually learn it. Where do you work? Chuck? But team is better. That's right, Nasara. Team is better. So is lane obstacle. Okay, I think that's all we need. SSD. And battery. Did I melt the battery connector so it won't plug in? Nope. We're good. Let's turn it on. I don't have the fan plugged in, so I'm going to feel the heatsink to see if the heatsink gets hot. And if the heatsink gets hot, I know it is turning on. And so far the heatsink is not getting hot, which is sad. Heatsink should get hot, but heatsink is not getting hot. That's sad. I can't tell if it is or not. Let's see if we get at least some... Yeah, we're getting... No, that's not charging current. What's going on here? Sad MacBook. Very, very sad indeed. This had other corrosion, didn't it? Yeah, it did. Let's see, CPU V-core is 0 volts. PP bus is 8.31 volts. SMC, why? Why, little SMC? Chuck, start your own business. Come on, start your own business. It's not... You'll get paid way more than $13 an hour with your own business. if someone like me can start their own business, that should honestly be set the bar that anybody can, because yeah, I was not smart. Why must MacBook not work? Why? Why do we expect MacBook to work? Sad. I understand, Chuck. You don't have to even do it micro soldering, just do anything, you know. Find something in your area that people need and find a way to give it to them. So this had corrosion, so I'm going to guess this is our issue right here. This is our SMC reset IC. How about taxes there? How much do you pay on taxes? That depends. This is California, after all. And in a couple of years, I am out of here. Are you using a different flux? Yes, I am. This is Amtech NC560 because I got sick of what 559 was doing, turning into toffee on the board. So this is Amtech NC560. In a little bit, I'm going to do a stream comparing this to 559. And if it stands up the test, I am going to be ordering a big batch of this stuff and selling it, because I really like this stuff. So if you look at the color, so look at the color of the tube in this stuff, camera 1. So this is NC559. See, it has that really light color. And look at this. So this is NC560. So check out that color. It's darker. Now, Amtech from 2 years ago, or 1 year ago, so look at the color difference here. So this, the darker one is the old Amtech, and the lighter one is the new Amtech. And what I think happened here is they took out a good portion of the rosin in the new 559. And without the rosin in it, they probably replaced it with some petroleum-based something or other. And what that's going to do is gum up on the board. And that's what it was doing with me, and I really didn't like that. So now I'm going to use this stuff. And this is really dark because it's almost pure rosin, which is really, really, really nice. And it seems to work really well. It doesn't burn burn away as quick, and it just seems really, really nice. Why not pure rosin then? You can. The thing, I've never really used pure rosin. I've known people that have. I should try pure rosin, but I don't know what else is in this. There's other stuff in. There's cleaners and solvents in it besides rosin, so I think that has something to do with the corrosion cleanup too. I don't know enough about the flux, but I know this one is a no clean flux. I still always will clean it. And I think like pure rosin lacks the additives that make it a no clean flux, because if you leave flux on the board for too long, it'll corrode. And no clean fluxes that still will happen. It just takes a lot less amount of. Wait a second. With no clean fluxes, that will still happen, but it won't. It'll take a lot longer. I got rosin when I ordered wick. For some reason, it was rock hard. And yeah, I think, see, that's what, they mix the rosin with stuff to make it into that paste. Because this stuff is very thick, so check this out. So this is the new stuff, right? See that? And look at how NC559 is. So I'm going to put a little bit of that. NC559 is much thinner. So if you look at let me move it with my tweezers. I don't think you could tell by this. But 559 is much thinner. And you could tell the color difference you can tell how 560 has a lot more rosin than 559. I mean, 559 is still decent. It's just I don't like how it turns to toffee on the board. So here you can see the difference right here. Do they smell the same? No, the new one kind of smells like, almost has like a sweet smell to it. Like um, Amtech 559 from 2 years ago, that stuff smells like pine and it almost makes you not want to have a fume extractor. Okay, so right here is 559. See the thickness of it? See how it's like a gum? And here's here's the new one. See how it's still like liquid? Yeah, the old Amtech had with the pine rosin, it smelled like pine, and I really didn't want to use a fume extractor because it was excellent. Probably not good to breathe, but it was still excellent. Where's my donor board? I need a donor board. Rick Van Dermark, hold off before ordering it because, like I said, I'm going to be ordering some and selling it, so. Yeah, this stuff is awesome. I really like it. No. When Tim starts making bad decisions, it means he's been huffing pine rosin. I make bad decisions all the time. That's just normal for me. Yeah, that's just normal. This was 560, sorry, last flux. Yeah, this is NC 560 LFTF. Now here's the thing about 559 is 559 is not compatible with lead-free solder, and NC 560 is. So the last time I tried a flux that was lead-free compatible, that was Amtech VS213. The problem with that one is it burns away too quick, and the ultrasonic never removed it. It would turn into this glob on the board um, that the ultrasonic would not remove. So I'm going to be comparing that too in the video in about 30 minutes as soon as I'm done with this board. And if that's the main concern that I have with with the fluxes is I use it to clean corrosion under chips. So if the ultrasonic is not removing that flux, it's leaving all that stuff under the chip that's going to corrode over time, and I don't want that. So if the ultrasonic cleans this stuff, which I'm pretty sure it will, then I will be stocking this stuff. I think you need to change the ultrasonic mix also. No, Branson EC works beautifully. I'm not changing my ultrasonic fluid. And more pissed off people at me. Tim needs a vacation too someday. Have you tried to remove... Yeah, having gasoline, if the building ever goes on fire, I will be in huge trouble. I have petroleum benzene in a can, so I use that. But I would rather not. I'd rather put a board in the ultrasonic and have it work. Okay, what was I doing? Because I forgot. I have to make a label for someone. I have to make a label for someone. Do you have UPS delivery for Europe? No, I don't. Sorry. If I do sell the Flux internationally, it's gonna go USPS priority mail, which actually is not that bad. But the thing is you'll pay $30 in shipping for $20 Flux. But I mean, I guess if you like it, then that's fine. Let's see, new label. I couldn't have not put a Wi-Fi card back in someone's laptop. That doesn't sound like me. Yeah, I don't think that I would have done that. I'm thinking that this no Wi-Fi one. Yeah, I wouldn't have put no Wi-Fi card in someone's laptop. I don't think I would, unless I was here at like 2 in the morning, half asleep. We'll find out. I don't know if I actually forgot to put someone's Wi-Fi card back in, I wouldn't know whether to laugh or cry. Um, yeah, I wouldn't know what to do because that would be kind of sad that I would do that, but also, it happens. While you're at it, grab the SSD too. That's a great idea. I've mixed up someone's SSD with another one. That was bad. That was, yeah. That was in the middle of, so in June 1st of last year, I opened my first store. Now, I stayed there for a little bit less than 2 months before I had to move, and I was having devices sent to the old store and then had to switch it over here, and then take all the devices that were disassembled to this store, and yeah, stuff got mixed up. That was pretty embarrassing. Having, yeah, an SSD mixed up. That was when you feel like you should probably just quit and go into hiding, because that's super embarrassing. It's one of those things like, how could you be that stupid? And I'm gonna feel the same way if this laptop comes back with no Wi-Fi card installed. Oh shoot, I screwed up creating that label big time. Did I? Whatever. If they bill me. Wait a sec. What? Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I don't care. You know what? I screwed up creating that label. I need to recreate it. See, this is what I mean. I could barely even create a shipping label properly. And people think that they want to be as smart as me sometimes. Yeah, that's... Alright. Void shipment. Oh wait, never mind. I did create it properly. I did create it properly. And I'm just being double stupid because I created a good label. Oh well. I mean, I voided a good label. RMA 123. Save on desktop. 10. Now where's it hiding now? I don't see it now. Failed server problem. What the heck? Yeah, that's supposed to be a PDF file. Fine, I'll do it this way. Okay, back to the board. Rick Van Dermark, the shop layout is done. See? I used to be back over there, now I'm over here. So yeah, the shop layout is done and I'm quite happy with it. I never liked the layout of the shop from the time I moved in, so. Pretending to like dealing with people gets hard. I can't wait till I hire someone for that. Then some unlucky person is gonna sit here and fix boards and deal with people. While I go in the back in peace and quiet, where no one will ever bother me. I'm using a Quick 861 DW. Where did you get it? How much did you pay? I got a Quick before everybody knew about Quicks, and I paid $230 for it. Okay, will this turn on now? Let me clean around the ISL, because sometimes flux around the ISL can make it act up. Yeah, I got a Quick well before everybody else had Quicks. Mine is 3 years old now. So sometimes flux can cause voltage leakage, and the ISL is one of the culprits. That flux will cause voltage leakage on, and if that's the case, it won't turn on. It'll mess with the SMC data lines, have a lot of crosstalks, and MacBook won't be happy. Okay, will fan spin now? Will fan spin on MacBook? There's some video on my channel, like from a long time ago. Search my channel for Quick 861 DW, and then there's really amateur Tim practicing on a daughter board. That was back when I was just starting my business. Okay, will the fan spin? Will MacBook work? This fan is gonna spin, I feel. No, it's gonna spin. Wait, is this the right board? Yeah, this is the right board. Who in the heck is spamming my messenger right now? Okay, it's close. Go away. Will fan spin? Will fan spin? Spin, come on. Hurry up. Spin. Fixed. But not fixed because it goes to 100% right away. That's not right. What? Do you boot though, or do you just fan spin fast all the time? Okay. No, Justin, usually when you have a sensor issue, it's going to spin slow, and then after a few minutes, it will go fast. Or a few seconds, it'll go fast. Not when you have it go right to full speed right away. That's more of an issue with between the SMC and the fan. It's basically not, the PWM signal is locked at 3.3 volts, and it shouldn't be. Where's the darn enclosure for this? Let's see if it actually turns on. This is more of a fan control issue. So we have to reassemble this again. But this was messed with, and if something is messed with, anything's a possibility. I don't really like working on stuff that's messed with. It just, yeah, when people try and fix it themselves and they don't necessarily know what they're doing, it tends to make everything harder. That's the thing that I've never done with my business. If I couldn't fix something, I've never sent it to somebody else. I've never screwed up the board then sent it to somebody else. If I screwed up the board, I fixed it. I did not, and believe me, I've screwed up boards, but I fixed them. I did not send it to somebody else. Charge more for messed with boards. I do. I charge a $35 fee. It depends on the person though. If you really are negligent and really make the board screw the board bad, then yeah, you're gonna get charged that fee. No exceptions. If you're nice to me and you know you screwed it up, then yeah, I'll waive the fee. But yeah, if you really mess with screw something up that was really easily fixable, then yeah, you're gonna get charged. Another option I could do is just charge retail rates for messed with boards. But they're going to be, yeah, most of them are. Most of them are. And most of the people that mess with the boards are not very friendly. Most of them are repair stores that are very... See, I think I was thinking about this, and I think where that comes in is jealousy. It's they realize they can't fix the board, so they have it out for you in spite that you can fix it. So they take that out on you. It's just like when I have people that say, well, I'm going to go to Rossmann next time. Bye. Go ahead. Go ahead. By all means. You do not have to come here. See, some people think if they threaten or talk like that it's going to make me put their stuff to the front of the line. And that's not the case. Okay, so fan fast right away. What's this do? Does it chime? Well, the speakers aren't plugged in. Oh, this is going to suck. This is seriously going to suck because there's no post. Do we even get vCore? If we don't get vCore, CPU circuit issue can cause this. Oh, SO but no vCore. What did you do? Okay, we have SO but we have no CPU vCore. Let's see. So we have... That makes sense why the fan is spinning fast. So this was... Oh, this is screwed. Wait, is it? No. But the history of this is drop. Yeah, this is screwed. Let's look at our CPU vCore area. So that's going to be ISL 958. Kind of that means the fan's fast like that can mean the CPU is not talking to the SMC right, which means, yeah, it means a dead CPU. I need someone to replace CPUs here. That would be really nice. Okay, let's look at our CPU vCore area. And that looks fine. If it was dropped, maybe there's a busted joint. But yeah, this could be anything. Yeah, I need someone to replace CPUs and to fix boards that have been thrown up on and with holes in them. That would be nice. This flux is pretty cool. This is pretty cool flux. I like the color of this. Pure love. Right in time for when I get trolled by a board. This board is a dead CPU, Pure Nov. I already know it is. Fans fast, no vCore. So I'm just going to give this area a reflow just in case there's a broken solder joint. You know what, I'll change the chip too. Pure Nov, come replace CPUs here. I dropped the darn flux. That's no fun. I'll check that in one sec, Piernov. But if the fan is spinning, shouldn't that be on high if the fan spins? I always thought if the fan spins, then you're pretty much golden for power sequence. Just what I want to do, go down the rabbit hole. I don't like going down rabbit holes. Piernov, this is the new flux. This is Amtech NC560. It's amazing. Yeah, life is so much easier when you just, if you don't know how to fix boards to your customer and you don't want to learn, that you just send it to somebody else. It seriously, it really, really makes a difference. Because now we don't know, this could have had a charging issue, and then somebody could have changed some random component that, causes this. Who knows? ISL 958. Wait, I didn't want to do that. Go back. What time is it? 1:30 already? It's no fun. It's already 1:30. You know what I've seen cause this too? Remembering I had a board last year that did this, the same thing, no V-core, fans on fast, and it was the Thunderbolt mux. Maybe it's a Thunderbolt mux. We never know. I don't know how that would affect it, but I know I've seen it cause it, so. Alright, I'm going to plug it in real quick. Let's see if we get V-core. What happened to the Dell last week? I don't know, actually. It's still sitting. And that was last week? I thought that was like 3 days ago. I don't know. What's funny is that video where I fail at fixing it gets 900 views, and a video where I succeed at fixing something gets... No. Okay, fan spin is still fast. A video where I succeed at fixing something gets 300 views, and a video that I fail at fixing something gets 900 views. Makes a lot of sense. No V-core still. Let's rip off the Thunderbolt mux. Let's see, how does the Thunderbolt mux look? It looks fine. Or does it? I don't know. But I know I've seen the Thunderbolt mux cause this. Who says I'm being jealous? I'm not being jealous. Nobody's jealous here. You're right, Arnold, about that. And that would make sense if it's messing with the GPU. Still no V-core. That is sad. Oh, shoot. 1 VO5 is 0.7 volts. 1 VO5 is 0.7 volts. Now, this is our problem right here. So, PM, PCH, power, okay, like Piernov said. Piernov is someone that is very, very, very smart. That knows way more about these boards than me. Said to check. So, PM, PCH, power, okay. And I bet that's going to be 0 volts. And where's that show up? That's going to show up near U1950, so that is going to show up on R6960 and R6963 near the PCH. Whoa, and I almost set that board down on a reel of solder. That would have been fun to see. So that is going to show up right over on these resistors, and this no stuff resistor, I should say. And that is 0 volts, so this is our problem. Now, why is this 0 volts? My guess is that, for one, our 1VO5 circuit is not putting out the right voltage. Our 1VO5 circuit on L6960 is only putting out 0.7 volts, and if it's only putting out 0.7 volts, the CPU is not going to work right. It's not going to like that. It wants 1.05 volts, and if it doesn't put out 1.5 volts, it's not going to work. It's going to say, what's going on here? And what do you know? What does this circuit look like? There's liquid here. There's liquid right here. And what does this do? 3v3 sus. No, that's not really our problem. Now let's look at the schematic and figure out where this comes from. So let's switch over to display capture. So we're going to go to display capture here. Here's our coil. This is an inductor. You can see this is going to come from Q6930. Let's look at the schematic for a better view at this. We can see this is going to be a MOSFET. So this is a transistor right here that's going to be controlled by U7400. U7400 is the buck controller IC for this transistor. Come on. So we see this. Basically what this is going to do is it's going to take, wait a second here, PP1V05SO. Let's check to make sure the source voltage to this chip is okay, because if the source voltage to this chip is okay, I'm pretty sure this is not going to work right. Wait a second. Yeah, let's check this. Okay, so this is our source voltage, but let me double check PP1V05SO at another point of the board. Where is board view? I want to check on this side, so I'm going to check on, yeah, we'll check on this transistor right here. We will check on this transistor right here. And that is still 0.7 volts. So I'm going to replace U7400 and that transistor, and we're going to see what we get. Now, another possibility is a dead PCH, like Piernov said. Oh, gotta switch off display capture. Piernov Don't wish a dead PCH on me. Please. Please, bro. No dead PCH. No dead PCH. That would be sad. Who wants a dead PCH? Who wants a dead PCH, Piranov? That's bad luck. Don't give me bad luck, Piranov. That would be bad. That would be mean. Don't give me bad luck. Was it U7600 or U7400? Let me look at the schematic. U7600. Just gonna show up right over here. On this side of the BIOS, so that's right here. Everything else looks okay around here. But I was wishing bad luck on us, and that is not good. Piranov, it's not nice to wish bad luck on people. Be nice, Piranov. If the PCH was pulling it low, I don't think it would turn on. This is Amtech NC560. And it's amazing. How does it smell? The fume extractor is on, but it smells kind of sweet. I like it. Why are you taking a screenshot of this? I don't understand why. What the heck? So my stream just started playing by itself. That's strange. FedEx is here. I saw FedEx. No, I don't see FedEx. this doesn't work, I'm gonna call the stream quits for now, because I might have to go. My darn phone froze. I hate this phone. Okay, let me do this really quick. I need a better tip to get in between there. It's an SD card. This is not the SD card. The PCH issue is not the SD card. That would really surprise me if it was the SD card. On your phone. I don't know what it's doing. I guess it could be. I mean, I may try a different SD card because yeah, that thing is a piece of junk. I hate that phone. No, we're not having a charger issue yet. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, the phone freezes and is just really, really slow. So let's see if this turns on now. If it doesn't turn on, this is a dead PCH. At least I think it is. So let's see. Plug in charger. Still no V-core. Still 0.7 volts. Piece of junk. Come on. Well, this thing is corroded. This can probably do something. Why is MacBook such a piece of junk? Why can't MacBook be a good MacBook? There's no such thing, though. MacBook is never a good MacBook. Always such a piece of junk. Bad MacBook. I don't want to rehot CPU. Being that close. Rehotting CPU is not good. I will become a police bro if I rehot CPU. I actually rehotted CPU last night to try and see if something would work temporarily, and it didn't. That flux is awesome. It's loads better. I honestly think this was better than 559 ever was. I really like this stuff. You go back there. Come on, go back there. Be a good little chip. There could very well be junk under the CPU too, so I may try ultrasonicing it. Still a little too hot to turn on, so I'm going to let it cool for a second here. Always let your boards cool. Actually, you know what? Screw it. And we have 1.2 volts now. But we still have no V-core. Yeah, you know what? I think the what is cracked? This? Where? Where's crack? I don't see crack. Where's crack? I don't see a crack anywhere. I see junk under the CPU. This isn't cracked. That's just something on it. Yeah, I think this is a case of junk under the CPU. So yeah, we're gonna put this in the ultrasonic. And in the meantime, I have to go. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Because I'm running out of time here, and I have to get stuff to FedEx, as always. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. I'll probably do the Flux one in a little bit, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. Probably tomorrow. Because it's starting to get late. Well, not late, but yeah, tomorrow will probably work better for that stream. So, thank you for watching.